Project 2025 is failing. Yay! How do we know? Because out of 42 judgments, 41 we've won, and they've reversed jobs, they've unfrozen money, they have just straight up shut down a lot of ish. And they can't seem to not only get it through court, but get it through appeals court or Supreme Court. So they think that they're going to do this. Maybe they'll have a deep discussion with each other on Signal. Maybe they'll talk on Signal. Maybe they'll have a Signal conversation. Maybe they'll invite some of the press while they're at it. So, thing is that their plans of world domination and, it's more like world dominoes. They just keep falling like dominoes, okay? And what I'm saying here is that their stupidity and arrogance is their destruction. They've actually had some advantages that they didn't even use. Let me give you an example. I keep repeatedly saying that they could have fired up to the president could have fired up to 70 inspector generals legally by just sending a letter of resignation, a 30-day notice. He didn't do that. He just said, "You're fired," like he's on The Apprentice show. And they were like, "No, you're doing this illegally. We're going to sue you." And they all won their jobs back. Not only them, but the FBI, the CIA, the Department of Defense, the Homeland Security, Agricultural, VA, Treasury, IRS, USAID, ABC. Okay, there's no place called ABC. But I'm saying if they had it, they would have got their jobs back, man. That's how serious it is. Project 2025 is, let's gut these departments. So let me break down that for you. They gutted USAID, and the Fed judge said, bring it back. They went into Social Security, and the Fed judge said, Doge, get out of here. Then the head of Social Security threatened to stop the payments. I wish he would. 60 million people, civil war. But the Fed judge came a couple of hours after he said that and said, no, you won't do that. There have been 22 Democratic states with their governors and attorney generals suing since the very first week of Trumpism. And they've been winning. So Project 2025 is failing because they are not able to, they're executing, but they're not effective. And that's what I keep telling people. Don't confuse execution with effectiveness. So last week, of course, they gutted out the Department of Education. They can't officially get rid of it unless the Dems vote on it, and that ain't happening, even with old traitorous Schumer. But here's the interesting part about that. There's a good chance the feds are going to bring that back. There are people already suing. So every time you see this fool does something, like today, him and RFK cut 10,000 jobs from Human Health Services, right? Somebody's suing. The employees, the Fed unions, the ACLU, as well as the Fed judges sometimes just ruling on it. We're winning. Subscribe to my channel for more.